I've been training players for the past 10 years. I've had a mixture of recreational players all the way up to pro level players. And the biggest difference of players that always level up is they intentionally come to practice to train with me to actually try and get better and learn. That 1 hour that they're with me, they're locked in, they're learning, and they're trying to get better. They're making the conscious decision to get better. And this could be an 8-year-old, a 16-year-old, a 21-year-old pro. But for that training session that we're working, we are actually working and we're locked in. That's it. We're not thinking about anything else. We're not focused on anything else. Is the 8-year-old going to make mistakes? 100%. Are they going to learn from their mistakes in that one session? Maybe. However, they're consistent. They go again and again and again. And if we spend time on 1 or 2 drills for that session, they don't get bored. They do it until they get it right. They do it until they feel comfortable. I don't need to put 7 different exercises to make it look like a fancy training session if we can't even progress from the first one. And now you have to remember that every player is different. So some players are going to be more advanced than the others. Some players are going to have a different mindset, different mentality. You talk to them in a different manner. However, the end goal is always for them to feel confident about themselves and about their game so that they can continue performing when they go back to their team. And you have to remember that you don't need to do personal training. You can go by yourself in the backyard and just touch the ball for 10 minutes, and that will help little by little. Obviously, the more time you put into it, the more chances you have of getting better. But you have to make that conscious decision, an intentional decision, to actually get better. Now, I'll leave you with this. If you're so worried about the outcome of your training versus the actual time you're putting into your training, then the results are always going to get pushed further and further and further, because what you're chasing is results versus focusing on your efforts to get to those results. And those efforts eventually will get you a step closer to the things that you want. But you have to stay consistent and you have to show up every single day, regardless if you feel like training or not. If you feel like training, fantastic. You put in your 100% effort. If you don't feel like training, great. You show up and you put 100% of your effort. Join me in my next tactical class. It's on April 3rd at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. You can register with the link in my bio.